Democratic Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger, ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, thanks for being with me. As I'm sure you heard or saw, the White House defining success as eliminating ISIS as a threat to friends in the region or the United States. Are you comfortable that the current strategy, as you understand it, can actually achieve that?
Most definitely. I think the first thing we had to do is say we have to take out ISIS. We have to smash them down. If you're going to do that, you have to go after their leadership. You have to have a plan. We have a plan. I think the first thing that we did were the airstrikes in Iraq, and we finally put ISIS on their heels. You know, ISIS had a lot of momentum. They were the only ones attacking and killing people and doing all the barbaric things that they have done. Now, as a result of what's happening in Iraq, the government is getting more under control. Yeah. And then also, I think getting the coalition of Arab countries is very important because they're the ones that are going to have the boots on the ground. We in the United States need resources, and we're going to use those resources to stop ISIS before it can grow. So
to clarify, last week when you said we don't need boots on the ground, you meant that we don't need American boots on the ground. You acknowledge that, yes, there have to be boots on the ground in it.
And what we're talking about with boots on the ground are artillery and tanks and that type of thing. That's not what we need to do in the United States. We are war weary. But we also have national security issues. And the most important thing we're going to do is protect the American homeland, American families, and American persons in the United States and throughout the world.
Congressman, part of the plan is to train Iraqi forces to fight ISIS. These are the same Iraqi forces that we have been training for some time now, and I think you would concede that it really hasn't gone that well so far. These Iraqi forces have not necessarily demonstrated that they are the most capable when it comes to fighting. Why should we think that it's going to be different this time? Why should we think that these Iraqi forces are going to be competent enough to fight ISIS?
I think the problem started first that we weren't as active from an intelligence perspective as we needed to be in Syria, which is one of the most dangerous places in the world. And then we started to do the training and the things that were necessary. These are people who live in Syria. These are people whose homes are there. And they are dealing with two sides, not only the Iraqi side, not only the ISIS side and the Al-Qaeda, then you have on the other side Assad and his troops. Now, the more that we have been involved and with these people, the more training they can get, the better we get. And one of the most important issues is to get the intelligence so we know where we're going to go and how we're going to take out and stop ISIS. But again, it's got to be a team effort. The other countries involved. It's got to be the Arab countries. And that's really, give Secretary Kerry credit for going around these different countries and getting the coalition together. Because in the end, that's what's going to stop it. You know, you can't just win this war militarily. You have to have the minds of especially the Sunni countries and tribes that are saying we're not going to put up with this ISIS, even though they're using our religion, that's what we're going to do. No, that's not where we need to be. We need to make sure we have a coalition, and then we do what we need to, and then we just smash out ISIS. That's the key.
Really quickly here, you know, there's this NBC News Wall Street Journal poll that I was just talking about. Excuse me, NBC News Wall Street Journal Annenberg poll. 28% of folks that we talk to say that they are confident that the United States can eliminate ISIS. What does that tell you?
It tells you first that we have confidence in the United States, in our military, and in our intelligence. It tells you that the American people care about their families and their country.
But just 28% say that they're confident that we can actually do it. What does that tell you?
Well, it just tells you that they're war weary. But the bottom line is I'm not worried about the polls as much. I'm worried about the end game, the result, the stand up. You know, we were concerned until I believe Vice President came in and said we're going to follow ISIS to the gates of hell. We needed to do that to get a coalition and to get the world and the American citizens behind us. And I'm not sure where all the polls, because polls can change every day. The most important thing is we have the best military in the world, the best intelligence in the world, and we're going to do that to protect our country and American families.
Maryland Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger. Congressman, we're going to have to leave it there. Congressman, thank you.
Okay.